You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo!
You tuned in to the best, and that's no other than G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. Pretty boy Josh Kelly. Y'all been listening to G5 Jeff TV. I've been covering him for a little while. Y'all already know I think he's the goods. Fighting at 147. He's under Eddie Hearn. He beat Carlos Molina. Tough veteran. And he just won a Commonwealth Championship recently in 7 rounds. And he looked really impressive in that fight. And Eddie Hearn, his promoter, and his trainer, Adam Booth, wants to put him on the fast track, wants to put Josh Kelly on the fast track. Of course, Eddie Hearn has the Zone app deal going on. Could max out at $1 billion. We'll see if that happens, but that was a number that was thrown out there. And they want to put Josh Kelly on the fast track, and they are looking at Brandon Bam Bam Rios, or Victor Ortiz. That's who they're looking at. And this is why I say y'all got to go back and listen to the archives of G5 Jeff TV. I know I'm relatively new. I don't have, 50, 60,000 subscribers, but a lot of this stuff I be calling. And I said in a previous video that Josh Kelly, I felt like he was ready right now for some of the guys in the U.S. And Brandon Rios was one of the names that I mentioned. So I find it kind of funny that Eddie Hearn and Adam Booth feel the same way that I do in regards to Josh Kelly and him being ready for some of these guys. And the reason why it's a story is because Josh Kelly is only 7-0. Josh Kelly is only 7-0. He's a great amateur, had a great amateur career, was in the Olympics, and they're just moving him along. They're moving him along on a fast track. And I don't have a problem with it. Josh Kelly, if he goes up against Brandon Bam Bam Rios, he stops Brandon Bam Bam Rios. Like, Brandon Rios, I have a lot of respect for Brandon Rios as a fighter, what he's done in his career. Like I said, I have respect for anybody that goes in a ring against anybody and just throws down. Brandon Rios is one of those guys. He's one of those guys. But Brandon Rios, he reminds me of one of those guys that just had too many wars, just had too many fights. Like those Mike Alvarado fights, just put some years on his boxing career. He just fought Danny Garcia, and Brandon Rios threw the laziest jab you could ever throw, and it was the easiest counter right hand for Danny Garcia, and he just went down and out. Brandon Rios just he even talks like one of those old drunks. Like, you remember them old drunks that be at the bar and they done had about 8, 9, 10 shots and they just talking real delirious and real crazy. Like, that's how he talks sometimes. Like, and it is what it is with Brandon Rios. Now, the Victor Ortiz fight, that's a dangerous fight. That's a dangerous fight for Josh Kelly. If I had to say Josh Kelly stay away from this certain fight, it would be Victor Ortiz. Because you got 2 different types of Victor Ortiz. You got the Victor Ortiz against Andre Berto the second time, where you felt like he could continue, but he just chose not to. And then you have the Victor Ortiz that fought Andre Berto the first time, where he was an absolute monster. And he didn't fight bad against Devin Alexander either. I just felt like Devin Alexander landed the cleaner shots. But to put Josh Kelly up against a lefty, against a southpaw, and against a guy that could be on his A game on that particular night in Victor Ortiz, that's a very dangerous matchup for Josh Kelly. I would have to actually sit back and think if Josh Kelly would actually win that fight. I'm not even sure if Josh Kelly would win that fight against Victor Ortiz if only if Victor Ortiz is on his A game or on his B plus game. I don't know if Josh Kelly beats Victor Ortiz on his A plus game or even on his B plus game, because when he's on that, Victor Ortiz is a tough cover. He's a tough cover. He's a tough cover for anybody. So that one I'm a little up in the air about. I'm gonna have to think about that one. But Josh Kelly versus Brandon Rios, that's easy work. That's easy work for Josh Kelly. So if Eddie Hearn is smart, Adam Booth is smart, they'll go after Brandon Bam Bam Rios, offer him a nice little piece of change, and get that fight on the DAZN app, or get Brandon Rios to come out there to the UK, and it could be a real showcase fight for Josh Kelly. But it'll also be a fight where Brandon Rios is officially, announced as a gatekeeper at the end of the day. But when you are telling a guy, okay, you're potentially a gatekeeper now, you're the guy that the prospects are going to fight, then you're going to have to pay him accordingly. So they're going to have to cut that bag for Brandon Rios. But that would be the perfect fight for Josh Kelly to look good, and to look good versus a name that everybody knows. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy, support good content at all times. And one more thing, I got the news from Boxing News 24. Big shout out to them. This video was off of their article. I think it's Boxing News 24. So I definitely got to give them a shout out, because that's where I got the actual Eddie Hearn quotes from. But it's G5 Jeff TV. I appreciate y'all. Peace.